everybody, welcome back to the channel, Jason with the Cash Out. So today we're going to do something a little different. We've had a number of viewers, and we have a special guest today. We have one of our viewers that lives way up in North County, San Diego, in the Escondido area, and his name is Trevor Thistle. We're going to bring him in right now.
Hey, yo, what's up? James with the Cash Out.
That's my guy right here. So he asked questions. He has never played. You've never played Keno before.
I've never played Keno before in my life.
So we've had a couple of viewers recently. Sunflower Slots reached out and says, I don't understand Keno. So we're going to break it down. We're going to do simple. We're going to do as simple as possible for every game we like to play, and then variations of the games. So we'll start out by, and we'll show you the screen. So there are some that have games here with a scoreboard up here, but we'll go to the quarter because there's on most of the time it's on a Game King machine. Okay. You've seen those on floors.
I've seen those. Yeah, there's tons of games.
Yeah, a lot of poker.
Machines. Yeah.
So they also have that. There's also the slot machine in this game. So it's not a poker game.
Oh, okay.
So when I talk about the difference between Keno games and slot machine games is, in a slot machine game, and there's nothing wrong playing slots. I still play slots. However, when you put your $100 in and you press max bet, you get what you get.
Right.
But on Keno, you have a little bit of control of what you want to play. So let's, for example, we'll go to 4-card Keno. This is what I play this a lot.
So if you go, these are all in principle the same game, just slight variations.
Yes.
So like in the payouts, or what's the variation?
That is such a great question. So on 4-card Keno, and there's my board that I played earlier. So I'll go here. So in a sense, if I'm betting, I put a $20 bet on just so we can sort of, I'll go one bet there for that. And if you remember, if I said earlier in my video, that is a separate betting interest than card B.
Okay.
So you're playing 4 games at the same time.
Got it.
And each quarter is a separate bet. The card B has nothing to do with card A, card C. Okay, so the card A is
getting paid on different cards if your numbers overlap.
Yes, and and you'll look at payouts. Your question is fantastic. So on a normal Keno game with correct payouts on a regular straight Keno, 1 credit on the 7th pot pays you 7,000.
Okay.
So as you play, always check pay scales, because some casinos, like if I played 4-card for a nickel at Viejas, the payout for the 7,000 would literally be 800. You're literally robbing yourself.
Right.
So, and so they make you play higher denominations because they want you to play more.
Sure.
Which means they'll give you the correct payout if you're risking more. So there's card C. Same thing, and I'll bet the 1 credit there. Same thing, 7,000 credit. If I hit for 25 cents, if I hit all 7, it's worth $1,750. Right. It's a great payout.
Right.
$100 for 6 out of 6. That's standard.
Yep.
D, I always go 8. Okay. So now some people, like I am very stuck in my ways. You might be a guy that goes like this. I hate those numbers. Quick pick, and let the computer pick it. Or you might go like this. Erase and go.
Got it. Just random.
Yeah, randomly, right?
Yeah.
So, but me, I have my set ways. So you can do each card the same way. Erase.
Right.
You did 7 numbers the last way. You can go 10, and it'll sit there and quick pick 10. I don't like that board. I don't like that board. I don't like that board. I don't like that. Oh, I like that board, and play those.
Got it.
But knowing me, I'll play those to start.
We got to ring the bell. We're here to ring the bell, right?
We're here to ring the bell.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, this is so cool. So, and then you can play. You can watch the 4 boards played separately. So this is a betting interest.
Got it.
Separate from that one, so I can play them all like that. Or, you guys know me, I stack them so it looks like that. All asterisks mean I've played that number more than once.
Got it.
Okay. So that card A and that card B has been played 1 time.
Got it.
All right.
Okay.
So we'll play 1 spin because we're going to show you multiple games. That's why I just put the 20 in for our tutorial, and then we're going to get into playing.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll go to more games. So your question is payout. So Power Keno. Let's say I'll go. There's 4-card. Let's go 1-card Power Keno, so I'm not risking that much money. So there's Power Keno here. Where's it at? Right there. So 25 cents. We're going to bet the 1. So, and we're going to bet a 7 spot. We'll just do our regular 7 spot. Here's the difference. Look at the difference.
Got it.
7,000 on a straight Keno game, but this is a bonus game. So if I hit 7, that's where they kind of get you.
Gotcha.
Pay attention, because let's say I hit the 7 out of 7 and I don't get any extra things, I make $50.
Right. So yeah, like a new guy like me, right? I hit 7 out of 7 numbers. I think I'm like, I'm going straight. Yeah, exactly. I'm lots of ammunition, right? In the clip, I'm
right.
heading out.
But you just
I only got
lost $1,700.
Exactly. Right.
So, but the key to this game is if you hit the last number and it's a winning spin, you get 4 times your win. So, if on a quarter, and that's why I never. Some people love this game because of the bonus aspect of it. So we'll bet our one. We'll bet our 1 because we're going to go to a different game. So it's whatever you're. Got my quarterback. So then we'll go to another game, a triple power Keno. So this one, if it spits out a ball and it lands on whatever the magic ball is, it gives you 3 extra numbers. So we'll bet our 1.
Okay.
it gives you a little bit more.
All right.
So if a ball lands on the hitting any of the spots in here, it gives you 3 extra spins. But look at the payout.
Right.
You're giving money away by playing. I call them gimmick games.
Sure.
People love them. You know, my wife plays them, this and that. I don't particularly care for them because I'm trying for my return on investment.
Right.
So for the same 25 cents, I want $1,700.
Right.
I don't want $50.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we'll bet our one. It would be cool if you saw it. So it would land. If it's a winning spin, and it lands in it, it would give you 3 extra balls, and then it triples the payout. So let's say we had 3 boom landed there. This will go to 750, and it would also give us those 3. Okay. So there's another game. Let's go to multi-card you've seen, Caveman, which if you guys have not seen.
Right. Talk to me about Caveman.
Okay.
It's always on the channel.
So Caveman in a magical, it's not a game I care for a lot. However, a lot of people love it because of these freaking eggs right here. So if you saw, it's the same, I'll bet the same quarter, erase that, play my old reliable. Notice I keep going to my favorite, that's my favorite set of numbers right there. And it came out when I went, I told the story many times. We were at the MGM, and I said, I want a PSP, and he's 8. Okay. I want a PSP. And I go, if I'm ever up 1,000 this weekend, I'll buy you a PSP. And I went like this, and it ended up in that shape. It ended up just like that. And I go, the second spin, I hit
and
6.
You nailed it.
I hit 6 numbers and 2 eggs for $1,020. And we were standing in line at the restaurant, and I looked at him, he goes, you won. I go, yes, you get your PSP. The funny part about that is we got his PSP. I didn't hit another bet the rest of the weekend. So, exactly. So we'll play our one quarter. But look at the payout. So it's not as horrible, but it's still bad. It gives you 1. Oh, look at that. So perfect example. So we had 2 eggs. It went from 1,000 credits to $1,000.
Right.
For the same quarter.
Right. Okay.
So that's the difference in the game. So the payouts are bad, but in Vegas last week, literally a week ago Friday, I had all 7 numbers on a $1 bet, and I paid $3, and I paid $12,000. So,
right,
which was amazing.
So it's not your favorite game. It should be. It sounds like it should be your favorite game, but it's not.
Exactly. Exactly. So extra draw. So you can see there's variations. We'll pay the one quarter here for tutorial reasons again. Same thing. So here's all the payouts. Another thing you should watch is you never want to get paid for 0.
Oh.
Because it gives you your credit back. But then it starts, if you get 2 numbers, you get,
Then you get,
And that usually dumbs these are way down. These are bad payouts. So we'll bet the one quarter. It's kind of the same as triple power Keno. It gives you 3 extra balls if you land on a certain thing.
And you can pick as many numbers as you want?
Yes, so let's do this. Okay. We'll bet the one quarter, and we'll go back to a regular, I bet the one quarter, right? Let's say you got to get at least 3 to pay. So we can play 3, anywhere from 3 to 10.
3 to 10. Okay.
3 to 10.
Okay.
2, if I went 2, I'm literally trying to hit nothing.
Right.
And guess what I get? I get paid. I get paid nothing.
Right.
So I got to finish that out. So let's finish our thing. 7. So once again, this is another one of those gimmick games. People love them. So there's a win. I bet 1 and I won 2. Okay. Good deal. What's a game? Okay, this is a game I played in Las Vegas, and I actually did pretty well. This game is I like this game. So we're gonna bet 1, but the problem is you got to bet all the boards. Or maximize your payouts. So we'll race. So let's do this. We're going to let you pick, and we're going to spin it one time. I'll just do my thing.
Yeah.
So here is, and if you see the pay, now we'll go see pays. Game info. Where's it at? Oh, pays. So if you hit all 3 on letter A, you get 48 credits. If you hit all 6 on 2 cards, you get $400. And if you hit all 9, it pays 1,000. What is that? Just short of a hand pay. Well, 10,000. Right. So we'll go back to the game. So here is, and I hit this over and over and over again in Vegas. You don't even hit all 9 numbers. It's kind of a fun game. But if you hit 3 A's and 3 B's or 3 B's and 3 C's, these are 7 separate betting interests, but you can get paid on all of them. So let's say I hit 3 A's and 3 C's, you get 8 and C's. It pays $400 for that one quarter. I don't mind this game. This is a game because the payouts are true, because it's still straight Keno. What I focus on is I've hit this game right here for $20,000 before. And I've mentioned it a couple of times.
Right.
And I typically bet. So we'll do the 7 to show you that we'll do the 7 correct payout. That's correct. Okay. Now I add, what I do is I go, like, when I bet 8, one quarter can win you $2,500.
Right.
So and I bet a $2 bet and hit all 8 for $20,000. So those are the differences between Keno. Now the difference between slots and Keno, I know I'm playing for that. Slot machines,
you have no idea.
You have no idea,
right?
Unless you see the big progressive boards. So that's the basic difference between Keno and slot machines. In slot machines, you hit max bet, and you have video poker, slot machines, and Keno. In video poker, unless you bet max, you can't win the progressive.
Right.
So if you're short stack and you want to play for $20, you want to play one hand. My brother, perfect example. My brother was playing 3/4 on a video poker machine, got the royal flush on a 75-cent bet instead of $1.25. He got $100, and the progressive was $1,300.
Oh, right.
So by saving 50 cents, he cost himself $1,200.
Right.
Okay, so you play video poker to play for, in a sense, the royal.
Right.
Now there's versions, there's aces, and there's double down bonus and all the other things. But in a sense, you're still playing for a royal flush. Slot machines is you push the button, you hope they give you money.
Right.
Keno is, I want to risk 50 cents on this spin, all right? Because I want to win 5,000. Or if I hit 7 out of 8, it's worth $800. Or if I get 6 out of 8, it's worth 50. So, and Keno, you always know what you're playing. So it's your risk reward. How much do I want to risk, or how much am I willing to try to win for?
Right.
That's the beauty of Keno. And we've been sitting here, probably for what are we in? We're 11 minutes in this video, and we're gambling. And I haven't spent anything.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So you have control, you can play your own thing. On a slot machine, you're literally playing within 10 seconds. You're just max bet, max bet, max bet, max bet. And you can change your numbers.
So fast, and so many things are happening
absolutely,
around you.
Absolutely.
Just,
and yes, you can hit a progressive. Absolutely, you can. There's nothing wrong playing slots. I just think, in my experience, I prefer Keno over slots because I know exactly what I'm playing for, and I can control what I'm trying to win because I know. And if I find a machine that pays a bet, I get up and walk away.
Sure.
I'll never sit down at a machine that pays me 800 credits for 7 out of 7 when I know I can win 7,000 credits, okay? So now, since you're here, does he look learned?
I'm so educated. It's the glasses, I think, that makes it, you know what I mean? They're a new addition.
Okay, I'm gonna pause you. We're gonna pick a game. I'll be right back. $100 in. We got. Where are we at?
It's right there.
I got the dollar over here. I'm trying to feed it. It's right here. This is Trevor, so I'm gonna put his in with my 100. And I left my $20 in from the tutorial portion. So we're actually play 4 cards. So we're gonna go back to 4 card. 4 card Keno and these games. Okay. Do you want to play the bell? Or do you
we're definitely playing the bell. I didn't come to play anything but the bell.
Okay.
I mean,
all right. So
true.
my typical bet in 4 card is $2. So it's 50 cents a card, and we'll just go like this. So there's one. There's A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D. All cards at 50-cent bet, and we like our board. So in card A, if we hit 7 out of 7, and I've hit 7 out of 7 in multiple Keno games. I've hit 7 out of 7 in my Keno experience, probably over 100 times.
Wow.
In the years I've been playing.
Okay.
And I never changed my numbers. My wife, who you know very well, she changes her numbers quite often.
Oh, really?
Because, they're not coming there, I'll move. And then you'll hear her say, oh my God, I was just there. You'll never hear me say, I was just there, because I play this, I play that, I play that, and I play that.
Right.
And both are right.
Right.
You know? And if my thinking stacking numbers, let's go back to single view, is it's hard to hit a number to begin with, right? So why not get more when you hit one?
Okay.
So I see a lot of people, and that's not wrong either, but they cover the board. They cover every number, but the chance of winning more than one board is infinitely less because you hit 7 out of 7 over here. You only get 20 balls. 20 balls come out, and here's your board. So if I hit 7 out of 7, which is 7 out of 20, can I really hit 7 out of 20 on another board?
Right.
So now I'm hitting 14 out of 20.
14 out of 20.
You've seen Keno games in the old Keno lounges back in the day, and they got the old lady smoking a cigarette going,
yes,
17.
Right.
27. The jackpot is 10 out of 10, right? It never hits.
Right.
Because they want you to play 10 numbers because you're never going to hit it.
Well, that's the thing. See, the way you just described Keno to me is exactly why I've never played Keno, because it's always been
it's an old school
really
game.
Old folks on the side, like, smoke layer across.
Absolutely.
And it's just like, no appeal.
We used to play Keno when I was in Vegas, and I used to play a lot of craps, and when things were bad and I'm down to my last $40, I would go play dollar Keno next to all the smokers and the drinkers, and it's every 5 minutes. Yeah. And you got to run your ticket up in the old school day, or you can play multiple games.
Right.
And you're waiting for the old guy in the corner. Yeah. Here go the balls. Yeah. And he would roll off, and see the little ping pong ball go bouncing through the little channel.
That's right.
But here they've sped it up for us. So here we are. We're going to bet middle speed. And this is another game. You can control how fast you play. Yeah. So this can go really slow, and I'll show a demonstration of that. Nice, easily paced. You can people watch while you're playing.
Absolutely.
The sound you hit a number is different, so you can literally watch and not watch the screen.
Not even watching the screen.
Yes.
See everything.
Absolutely.
Got it.
You can go a little bit faster. which is the pace I like to play at. When I'm playing and not filming, I play slow.
Okay.
I play longer.
Yeah.
And then my viewers at the start of when I started filming go, dude, you're way too slow. So then I go fast, and then it's like, the game's over in 3 seconds. So I met him in the middle.
Right in the middle. I
so
like it.
you can play from this button. I can play from here. And trust me, this right here, the max bet button, is strategically placed. I did it the other day. I was playing Lightning Link, and congratulations, I leaned over.
Whoops.
And I hit a $25 bet when I was betting $250.
Got it.
And it cost me $50 before I realized it.
Got it.
Instead of getting 10 spins, I got 2 spins.
Right. Yeah.
So if you want to play that button on the end there, go ahead.
Okay, so you can just.
So we
alternate,
are playing 4-card Keno.
This is my first Keno spin. Right
Come on. That would have been amazing.
That would have been insane. I didn't even know to get excited until you said, "Oh, come on!" And I was like, "Oh, what?"
So I have my catchphrases. This might be a long video, folks, of all the tutorial. We just started playing now. We're 15 minutes in, but for you new viewers, go ahead and hit the button. We'll talk about it.
Here we go.
So, but that was a tutorial. So if you have any questions or any comments, please leave in the comment section. We just passed 1,000 subscribers, which is amazing. Go ahead. You just keep doing your thing.
All right, I got it.
We passed 1,000 subscribers. We're now monetized. We're working on our live stream abilities. I got a couple of permissions I got to get done. Get my emails all straightened out. I have used my email for my personal email as my YouTube. I got to get it switched to my James Pitcher Cash Out email, and then we're all set. So this is so cool. I'm sitting next to Trevor, and a supporter of the channel. He likened me on his Facebook page and helped me get my goal of 1,000 subscribers, and I can't think of enough. But we probably live about an hour from each other, so I don't get to see him often. I do play a lot of poker with him. I had a bad night on Friday. I had the second best nights when you have the second best hands.
Yeah.
It's good enough to call, not enough to win.
Yeah, that was tough.
That's okay.
I think you got to take it.
No, you want me to touch?
Yeah, exactly. You know.
So we'll go to quad view. So once again, they're 4 separate betting interests. This bet is different than that bet, which is different than that bet. So we'll play it separately like this. Oh, get there, come on.
What?
50
what?
bucks. We got a 6 out of 8. So let's go single view. We just hit 6 out of 8 for 50 bucks.
See?
One more. $800.
Come on.
One more ball.
Come on.
One more ball.
So let me ask you this, because I see it on your channel a lot. Do you feel like the machine gets hot? Like, is that a thing? Is that you hit like 3 or 4 kind of right around the periphery?
It's another great question.
Yeah.
In the room, it is a slot machine, and there's a random number generator installed, and everybody knows that if you're a player. Every spin is supposed to be independent of the one before. Shouldn't have any memory.
Right.
One more number, we were getting ready to cash that, man. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. We were literally, and then 2 numbers from $5,000. But look at this, we're up to 250. But yeah, every spin is independent. It's supposed to be. There was a guy that did a video. He did a documentary on how he cheated the system in Vegas, where he knew that, and this is back in the days, probably mid '80s. He said within 3%, and 3% in gambling is a lot. Okay. You know, the variance and the VIP and all these other things, and the VIG and all these other things, and point spreads. 3% is a huge advantage on especially like you're playing blackjack, and the house edge is 1% if you play correctly. But if you get the 3% to swing in your favor, you're now playing 52 to their 40 to their 48.
Right.
It's huge.
Huge.
And you should come out a winner every time. So in Keno, the guy discovered that they're not that way anymore. That if a certain set of numbers comes out, I know within 3% the next 20 that are going to come on the very next spin. So he charted it because he helped build the machines. And then he got a syndicate of players to spread out at every casino in Vegas. And they would go, okay, let's go 9, 7, 14, blah, 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 blah. And it came out these. Okay, your next spin, make sure you play these numbers. And on the first spin, he hit the jackpot on the first spin.
Oh, no kidding.
The first try, he said it worked.
Wow.
So he was killing Vegas until somebody got wise and somebody bragged that I've got bagfuls of money and all these other things. So, but to your question is, every spin is independent of the other one. So hot machines, misnomer. Cold machines, misnomer. Okay. It's sitting at the right time, at the right place, with the right scenery and the right. I always say, never gamble your mortgage money, never gamble your car payment. You gamble what you can afford to lose. I don't collect computer games. I don't play video games. I live in East County. It's a very big truck, dune buggy. Let's go to the dunes and go to the thing. I don't do any of that. My wife and I budget for this.
Right.
Because that's what we like to do.
Right.
You know,
this is how you pass the time.
I'm sorry.
No. We just keep going. It's totally fine.
Trevor is a very avid poker player.
Avid. I think you're absolutely.
Is that a good word?
I think avid's a good word.
It's a good word.
You know, I'm glad you didn't use the word good. poker player? Because that's definitely the wrong
He's a good
descriptor. Especially after
we're still playing ahead, which is always a good thing. Always playing ahead is a very good thing. No, you're a very good player.
No, well, let me ask you this. Let's back to Keno for a second. You have a method in terms of your strategy to cash out.
Yes.
I mean, you've named it cash
Yes.
out. So talk to me through that, because how do you prevent
loss limits, win limits? Yes.
Yeah.
We're in for 200, right?
Yeah.
If you get any point over 400, I am done. I just beat the casino for, let's say I beat him for $200. I can go to the parking lot, I'll go get my free dinner, walk down the hill, and I go, I made $200 and I didn't work today.
Right.
So cash out is, it's okay to be satisfied with small wins. If the big win happens, hell yeah.
Right.
But you're going to come back. So how many times and this came over trial and error, how many times did I get $300 or $400 and I put it all back in and then I walk out with nothing?
Right.
So, and then you go to the ATM machine and get $200 more out.
Right.
In my youth, made that mistake many, many times.
Sure.
And I'm looking at that Trevor right now and I'm rolling my eyes. I've made that mistake many times because you think it's coming. It ain't. I post a lot of videos on my channel, and you guys have all seen them. I probably post majority, about 80% are winning videos, right? But I also show the losing videos, and I don't want you guys to lose, but it's part of gambling. When you go to the casino, you're going to lose the majority of the time. It is. These machines and these big buildings, this original, and Trevor may remember this, when I first started coming to Verona, it was a tent.
Yeah.
It literally was a circus tent. It was called Big Top Verona.
Right.
And it was a circus tent. And it had the clown. It was all clowns, and then they got big because we kept playing.
Right.
And they built a wing, and then they built another wing, and then they built a parking garage, and then they built a thing, and then Kenny Rogers became the sponsor.
Right.
So now, if you had never been to Verona, it's a big old country western barn look to it.
It's huge.
It's huge.
I haven't been here in years,
Right.
and just coming through the pass and dropping down into the valley, it's a whole thing. It's like a mall.
Hotel, resort, yes. So they don't build those on winners.
Right.
They build on and cleaning out you by extending yourself past your means. So to your original question again, play within your limits. Never go past your limits, because you got bills to pay. We got kids to feed and this and that.
Man.
This is my discretionary funding. Also, if you're a comps player, this is another thing, and I was going to bring it up. So on video poker, the comps return on your play is one for every three. Let's say $3 you earn on a slot machine, you only get $1 return on a comps for your video poker play, because that can be considered an advantage play. There's an absolute correct way to play video poker,
right?
Like what cards to hold. And there's only 52 options in a video poker hand that can show up on a screen of 5 cards, right? So let's say it spits out 5 cards and you're 4 to the royal. There's now only 47 cards left that can fall in that spot. So it's called advantage play or smart or correct play. On slot machines, they just pushing buttons.
Right.
On Keno, you get credit for playing a slot machine, even though there's only 80 options.
Oh, really?
See what I'm saying? There's only 80 options for any particular ball to fall out.
Yeah.
You still get full comp credit
Like
for
you're getting the slot machine comp as opposed to
as a
the
play.
video poker.
Now, is Keno an advantage game? No, but there's less options on a Keno game to hit or miss than a slot machine.
Yeah.
Slot machine is just a bunch of reel spinning or a computer screen or some guy. I see a lot of videos on YouTube where there's a screen up here that has a little bingo card, and the screen goes red on any random win, and then as long as the screen's red, it keeps spinning for you, and you keep winning. Oh my God! Oh my God! Right there. And you get to cheer because you know your instant progress.
Right.
How far am I away from hitting my 7?
Right.
On a slot machine, you have to wait till the spins are done.
Exactly. Right.
So, or on Lightning Link, the balls, you know how many balls you need.
So let me ask you this question then.
This is so awesome.
I've got so many questions.
This is
for
so
you,
awesome.
and
I'm so glad
we
you're doing
hang out
this.
all the time,
Yeah.
and I still don't ask you these questions.
Absolutely.
But this is the forum to do it. So, what are we looking at here?
We got 4 or 5. We got 5 out of 5. Oh! We had 5 out of 7 again for here, so that's
All
another
right.
$10.
Okay.
But we're down 5 quarters.
Come on.
How long
This
we
is great.
played? This is great.
This is great.
Okay, question
So,
away.
Do you have? I understand the math behind it, and then it's random number generator and whatnot. But do you have looser machines than other machines?
So, good question.
Different banks. You know what I mean? Like,
so you'll go to Vegas and you'll see certain banks. They don't have it anywhere in the Indian joints here in San Diego. They don't have a bank. It'll say guaranteed 94.7% return rate. What that means is for every $100 you put in a machine over the life of a machine, we're going to take $6.
Right.
So you're going to play. Now, where are you at in that randomness of the 94? Right before I walked and sat down here, did the guy before me hit for a hand pay? I don't know.
Right.
When it was empty when I got here.
Right.
So did he already screw the whole randomness up as far as
Totally.
you don't know that. So a lot of times I'll see, my wife is very big in this. Oh my God, a guy just hit for 800. Don't play that machine. My wife will run away. I go,
Right.
it's nothing.
Right.
It's still random. How many times you hear people on their videos, they go, make sure you do a backup spin.
A backup spin.
Yeah, so they'll hit a big payout.
Uh-huh.
You got to hit a backup spin because the machine sometimes gives you 2 bonuses in a row. Let's switch to Keno Cleopatra for a quick second.
Yeah, I noticed
so
we didn't talk about Cleo before.
The
notorious
I always bet. Yes,
Cleopatra, Keno.
we always start by petting her. So Trevor, pet the Cleo.
Here we. Is it a 2-finger pet? I don't know. Is there a right? I don't know.
Guys, I got him to pet the Cleo. That was my goal the whole day. So on Cleo, we play a lot, and it's a bad game too. But we're gonna bet 50 cents. We're gonna bet 250. Which is what I always do.
Okay.
And we'll do the same. We'll start with my 7 spot.
Yep.
So there's your payout. So it's not as horrible. It's about 1/3 of a $7,000 payout. But if you get, and I always bet 10. So there's 10.
Okay.
10 on I've already bet it. So because you want to get a winning spin and then the last ball landing, then you get 12 free. You've seen it in my videos.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You get 12 free spins. So
Yeah.
I've hit 9 out of 10 on the opening screen for 2,500. My wife's hit 9 out of 10 in the bonus for 4,000, 3 times. So
Wow.
we'll play this a little bit. We'll go minimum speed. We'll go back to 4 cards. That's what I prefer that because the payouts are correct. But we got to let Trevor experience the Cleo.
Right. I got to see
Got to
everything.
pets the Cleo.
Yeah.
Are you on a time frame today? Or are you wide open?
No, I'm wide open, man.
Are you hungry today?
Oh yeah.
Okay, we'll have some dinner too.
I didn't come up here satiated, my friend.
Hit the button. We're gonna get a bonus before we go. But we're gonna get a bonus. So now we want our 4th ball to land on the 20th ball. Please do it. So I want him to see the bonus. I want him to experience the bonus, and then we'll go back to 4 card. Baby. So before my channel was up, and I know you're a friend of mine, this and that, but you're also a very important subscriber and viewer. Did you watch YouTube videos at all regarding gambling?
I have watched a lot of, and not until, ironically, when we started this new poker group that we've been playing for about a year now.
Yes.
But I hadn't at that point watched any YouTube regarding gambling.
Okay.
Once starting playing poker with these guys, I started watching Brad Owen's channel, right?
Very good.
Very good, very entertaining.
I follow him and Rampage.
I love his thought process. I love the way that he deals
Breaks
with
hands
situations.
down, yes.
And I like how he breaks it down
Yes.
and really explains what he's thinking and what he's doing.
Bonus me.
Outside of that, I haven't watched any gambling YouTube whatsoever.
So the funny part about it is if I've been playing what I do, I've been doing this for probably 15 years. And who knew, come on bonus, there's a 5, which is not bad. Now here's my angst. I always show this. Look at the angst between the 5 spot win and the 7. Look how bad that payoff is for 6. Why?
Right.
It should be at least double.
Yeah, right?
You know? So I always get angry at the 6 spot. Bonus me. Come on, baby. But I was like, man, I should have been filming 10 years ago. Because I've been doing this already. So who knew? And this became on a whim. My son started to do his own video games YouTube channel.
That's right.
And it's such a saturated thing.
Everybody's doing it.
You know, it's amazing. And I'm amazed now that people watch me. And I think a lot of them like my wife more than they like me. Anyway, my wife is so adorable, and she's so funny, and she's my yin to my yang. And the rapport I've gotten from all my viewers is amazing. You included, and Ro and Nolan and all these guys. I can't wait to go live. I just got my 1,000 subscribers. We'll be live here probably within a week or two. I'm just getting all my details sorted out. We'll go one more and we'll go back to 4. Oh, see now, if that was a winning spin, the little scarab or the bug, it would have been.
Maybe I didn't do it right. Maybe I got to go this way. Maybe a little circle. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
It would have triggered 12 free spins. That's a good start. It would have triggered 12. Get it. Come on. Bonus me. We'll do it again. But he started his own YouTube channel for video games. Bonus me. Not again. And he got not frustrated, but he's so busy. He's a full-time college student. He's a full-time employee. We'll go back to 4 card and try to win our money. 4 card, 25 cents here. 7, 8. Single view. There we go, back in.
All right.
And he bought a computer. He bought cameras. He bought lighting, this and that. I've said many times on my channel, I'm a goofball with a cell phone.
Yeah.
You know, and here I am with 1,000 subscribers and meeting and then hanging out with guys like you and learning questions. So,
well, you're an everyday guy. You're so relatable, and you have so many
Thanks,
stories.
man.
I've heard
Thank you.
you've only told like
A fraction.
of the stories that I'm waiting for them to
Oh my
come out
gosh.
because man.
So you know what? That brings to mind. So one of these days, you, me, and Ro get in a room with a camera.
Oh gosh.
Because you have a million poker stories, bad
gosh.
beats,
Oh, terrible
huge
beats.
wins.
Yeah.
I have a lot of bad beats. I had some. Get there. There. Oh, another $50.
All right.
One more number's 800, man, and we would have walked home with a big
Look
old.
at that. We're back up over.
We're back over 20.
I mean, you can do this all day.
All day.
I can't. That's not really true, but absolutely.
Yeah, so
I
we're
mean,
30
this is
minutes
fun.
in. Thanks for watching the video. We're going to go a little longer because I want you guys to experience this. We might chop it up into some short videos, but we're going to play because we're having a great time.
Are you here? Not necessarily Corona, but a San Diego casino every day. Like, what's your frequency of coming?
Another great question. So, of course, I work full time. I work a lot of hours. I'm in a leadership role at where I work, and I am in charge of 60 employees who work for me. Come on, get there, fill it in. Let's go. One more. Oh my God, another 6 out of 8 and a 5 out of 7. Look at this, 5 out of 7. One more number here would have been 200, 200, and 800. Would have been over.
Right.
It would have been Handpay. One more number would have been Handpay. Tell you what, we're gonna end this video with a cash out. We're in for 100. We're in for 200. We're up $74. We'll start another video. If we hit big, we'll latch it onto here. But thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe. Trevor
Like
Thistle.
and subscribe. This guy is the man. He's available for consulting, anything you need.
Oh my God.
Keno consultant, Big Bubba Spitzer right here. Cash out.
Thanks, guys. See you soon. Bye. So literally, folks, we just spin it one more time, and we hit it. Oh my God.
That's what I was asking about. I was really hoping you were going to say yes. There's hot machines because we're dancing around right now.
So think of it's hard hitting.
so close.
We've hit 6 out of 8 3 times in less than 15, 20 minutes. Because the first 15 minutes we didn't play. We just did tutorial.
Right. Yeah.
So if it's 6 out of 8 3 times in 15 minutes, we're literally one number away from $800 3 times.
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
And I always quote movies. People goof off on me when I quote movies. I go, winning is a lot better than losing. The old Ebby Calvin LaLouche from Bull Durham. So, and I like filming off of a win. Because, can Keno be boring if I just sat here and didn't say anything?
Sure.
If you go back to my first 3 or 4 videos, I show a couple of hand pays. I did not say a word until I won. Hey, there's a hand pay.
Yeah.
And it got watched.
Well, because they're as much as I'm sure there's a bunch of Keno fiends that are watching your.
Oh my God, yeah.
But it really is about as much about the Keno as it is about the person, right? And being able to engage and stuff. And I know you've gotten a lot of compliments, and I know how we've all, our circle of friends is really, admires and loves you and wants to be around you.
Thank you.
So I can see why this is so successful for you right now. It's fantastic.
I'm humbled by those words, but I've gotten the same sentiments from the viewers, and it's just me being me and goofy, and including my wife. And there are, we've experienced it, and I'm not saying any names, but I go, there are some slot channels that they're not pleasant, and it's just yelling and screaming, and they bitch and moan, and they complain the whole time. And I'm not saying, Brian, if you're watching, it's not whining. Trevor knows who you are. It's not the whine and win. So right now we're up $100.
That's great. And we've been here 15 minutes.
Yes.
Going through.
Yes.
Life of Keno.
So, if you're playing angry, why are you playing?
Sure.
If you're playing because it's your last $100, why are you playing?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
If you're playing because you want to pay for college, or do you want to do if you're playing with that sole purpose?
Oh my gosh.
That's just such a tough spot to be in, right? I mean,
yes.
You've got to take it or leave it. You're here to have fun.
Have fun.
And if it works out to where I make some money, great.
I brought 500 today. I think you brought similar. I'm investing $500 and having a great time tonight.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a great meal with one of my good friends.
Yeah.
We're going to play a little bit. We're playing on the positive side, which is the best position to be in.
Exactly.
I'm using the casino's monies against them. It's like when they trade a player from the Yankees to the A's. I'm paying you to play against me now.
Yeah.
They're paying me to play against them.
That's right. That's right.
So.
This is great.
Yeah.
No, it's so cool because your channel has really opened up what Keno can be for people. For me,
oh my gosh, thank you so much. Did we do it again? Oh my God, we almost did it again. Okay, 2 more 5 out of 7s and a 5 out of 8. We're back up over. We're up $110 now.
I don't know why I haven't been playing this my whole life. But this is fantastic.
We need one more number.
No, but it's really educated me for what Keno is, what it should be about, what it can be about, the community that you've
The Keno Nation thing.
Keno Nation is strong.
It was. Oh my! Thank you for saying that. You know, Brian was from Quick Honey Slots. When I was around 200 subscribers and he was around 400, I've always been about 200 behind him. I emailed him, or I commented on this thing. Hey, can I email you? I'd like to talk to you about something. You play at the Win a lot. When I go to Vegas, I play at the Win.
Right.
I go, I think we can do something together and to help both of our channels. You're getting a lot of viewers and you're slowly climbing the ladder, and I was doing the same thing. You know, when I got to 100, I was shocked because I've said it before, and I actually mean this to 100%. I didn't think I'd get 10 subscribers.
Are you serious?
I swear to God. Because there is no Keno genre.
Right.
In earnest, there's a couple guys that did some Keno strategies in their videos, and I look back at there haven't been a video in 5 years.
Right.
So he's playing Keno. He was more of a slot player beginning on. I played Keno, and then he started playing Keno a lot, and I exclusively, because of the pay scales, I played Keno over slot machines. So I reached out to him, and then he coined a phrase. We were trading stories back and forth on his YouTube channel, and then on mine. I talk with my hands a lot, so I'm doing a lot of this.
Good man.
And I said, hey, and he said Keno Nation as a joke on one of his videos, and it exploded. So now it went from him and I to Big Daddy Keno, to Keno Couple, to Wayno and JoJo, to Halo Keno. There's Keno and Kangen. There's Rich Muyo. There's it's just I think there's 20 channels on the Keno Nation channel now.
Wow.
There's a Keno Nation Facebook page.
Wow.
There's an I Love Keno Facebook page, and people. The most humbling part for me is I love all the comments. Trust me, I do. But people are playing my numbers and showing me how they're winning on my Facebook page. They send the pictures back to me saying, I rang the bell. I'm at Choctaw, or I'm at Seven Feathers, or I'm at, and they're playing my numbers. And I go, am I making that much of an impact on people?
Yeah, totally. Well, you always have. That's
so
outside
nice,
of Keno and stuff, you are a very impactful and wonderful person. So I'm not surprised at all.
Thank you. I've said this many times, I always say, be safe, happy, and healthy. I go, and I'm just a big old teddy bear, and I don't chew my own horn, but I go, I start every day with kindness as my motto, or the way I do things. And we've hit this 5 out of 7 at least 10 times. Come on, baby. One more is 200, and 2 more is 3,500. Would Marsha be amazing? You walk home when you got half of 3,500?
If she knew about it, you bet. Just kidding. I love you, Marsha. I know you're a subscriber. It would be remarkable, because we would, much like yourself, this is extra for us, and we're fortunate in that way.
Yes.
And so, if that win were to happen, we would definitely not, we would splurge a little bit on ourselves, but we'd be smart, and we'd add to the bankroll, and we'd add to the house, and we just bought a new house, so there's plenty of stuff to be done.
I've been there. It's amazing.
It's very
Their first house was fantastic. Their second house is a resort. The pool and the whole thing, and the back patio is they're doing good.
We are very happy with it.
But to my thing is, I go, if you start each day with kindness and you smile at people, and they smile, but smiling is contagious.
Absolutely.
Handshakes are contagious. Now, COVID stopped a lot of that, so we did a lot of it through video.
Right.
And and for a year during COVID, and people were angry, and you got Republicans and Democrats, and all these guys pissed off at the president. You don't like me, and I don't like you, and black and white, and Mexican, and blah 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 blah. I have not one hatred bone in my body. What I don't like is people who don't like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
I don't like people who don't like. So, on my Facebook page, before I started filming, every day I would say, "Good morning." Mm-hmm. Everybody deserves to hear good morning.
That's right.
And at the night, I had started saying, good night, everybody, have a great night. Because everybody deserves to hear good night.
That's right.
And then it morphed, and I had people reach out to me. And I actually started crying one day. The lady, there's a friend of mine who I won't ever give her name. And about 3 months in, I told a story about kindness and this and that. You don't know what somebody's going through. And if you just reach out to everybody, you catch that person who's not having a good day.
Sure.
And you can change their life in a moment by saying, how you doing?
Right.
How's your day going?
Yeah.
You need anything? And she sent me a private email saying, you don't know what you did to me today. I was not feeling well. I'm going through some very personal problems. I've got cancer. And I was thinking about not staying on this earth.
Oh my!
And I go, honey, and I read it to her, and I'm getting emotional right now. I changed somebody's life by just saying something nice that fit her scenario.
Right.
And
she grabbed onto it. And she embraced it.
Yes.
And you're broadcasting this kindness out there, right? And not knowing who's going to take it.
Simply putting words on it.
Exactly. Little deeds.
So I hope it translates into my videos. I think Trevor's saying it does.
Absolutely.
So,
1,000,000%.
So we're still playing ahead. Oh, good start. Oh, good start. We need one right here.
Right in the middle.
Oh my God. Man, oh man.
It's just so much fun to be back in this environment because I haven't been in a
that's right.
actual casino.
That's right. You guys were very protected because you're kids.
Locked in. So this is even just coming out here tonight to do this with you. This is fantastic.
I'm glad you did.
Draw.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
We've been playing ahead the whole time.
Have you ever hit? So when you've hit the big ones, right? Do you normally hit it like we get?
Oh, we did it again! Oh my God! One more! Come on! Go ahead.
No. Do you? Does it often happen at the beginning of the spin, at the end? I mean,
I've had. That's a great question. I've had it where I hit. There's a video on my thing called I rang the bell on the first spin, and I did a multi-card. I hit my box of 6 on literally the first spin for $2,000. On the first spin, I literally was in the casino as long as it took to pay me.
Wow.
I didn't spend another sec. I spent one spin. I put $100 bin, won $2 grand, turned around, and got my car and left.
Good man.
And I go, because I came to do that.
Right.
It happened.
Right.
Why am I staying?
Right.
I don't need to do it again.
Yeah.
I went home and I paid the car payment. I paid the mortgage.
Yeah.
And they go, guess what? That didn't come out of my pocket. So now my gambling account is now richer by $2,000.
Yeah.
And the bills got paid.
Right. That's a good feeling.
So, and I've also come down to the last spin. There's a video, probably 15, 20 videos back, where I go, what did it say? On my way to the door or something, I can't remember what it was. And I get the 4 card and I go, fuck it, I'll just bet my last 31 quarters and hit a 6 out of 7 for $1,800. And it was literally right before we went to Vegas. And we were trying to win a little bit before we went to Vegas, get some bankroll. I call padding the bankroll. And I was sitting on the machine right behind this one. And I'm, okay, ready to go, honey? Yeah, let me get a soda from the thing. And by the time she walks to the soda machine, comes back, I'm holding $1,900. And my video, I'm laughing my ass off because I go, we were done.
Right.
The first 5 minutes.
I don't know if I get more excited hearing that or watching your face when things go right, because I still, it's still new to me, and that's why. But when Bubba tenses up and he's looking at the thing, and here we go, and I'm like,
people make fun of it. They laugh with me. I'm gonna say you're laughing with me because when I get close, I go, get there.
Yeah.
And I get a lot of, oh man, if you're hitting, get there. So the day a week ago, 2 days, Friday ago, when I was playing my machine. Now picture this, folks. I'm playing this machine, but I'm literally talking to Brian over here because I was on his live stream, and when you hit a ball, it's a different sound.
It's a distinct sound, yeah.
Right. So I started counting. I got to 5, and I turned around and I hit 2 of the next 3 numbers, and I go get there and watch the 7th number hit, and then went bananas. Right.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Come on, baby. Oh my God, I got those early. And if you go back, there's a still shot. If you go back and still frame that shot, I hit all 7 of my numbers and 2 of the eggs by the 14. I was literally 9 for 14 for $12,000 with 6 more shots at that 3rd egg for $24,000.
Right.
Oh
man,
talk about a good position to be in.
Great position to be in.
Still playing ahead. Now I forgot we put the 20 in for 2 tours, so we're up $18 for our play, and we went 34 minutes in the first video and 12 minutes on this video, and we're still up.
Yeah.
What a great day at the casino.
And if you're in Vegas, right, you're getting things brought to you around and stuff too. And
yes, and then Brian called me out of my video today that I posted a few days ago, and he goes, stop being distracted. Because so I am a guy.
Yeah,
I think I've proven that I'm a guy.
Yeah.
There were times in Vegas, and I'm not being mean, I'm appreciative of people. Oh my God, there were some that you just had to stop and just enjoy the view.
Yeah.
And I apologize but I'm not apologizing.
No, there's beautiful people out there.
There's beautiful people. And in Vegas, it's everywhere. And Vegas was packed. I mean, I want to say
it was
packed. It was, people are letting loose, and the COVID variants kind of coming back, and people are driving there in droves right now.
Yeah.
And then this weekend, I'm glad it wasn't this weekend because the California fires, the smoke covered Vegas this weekend, so people were there. I know people that are there now, and we're down 25 cents. Wait a minute. Now we're up 25 cents. Now, cash. That's right. That's right. So we'll play this down to 200,
okay.
and then we'll switch to multi-card, and I'll show you the variance of how many cards you get to play, of all 20 cards being different betting interests, but at the same time. So we'll show that. We'll play this down. Let's catch a Handpay before 200. So when you go to the casinos, do you go to play poker?
That is my primary objective.
Yes.
You know, to your point earlier, right? You have the most, the best chance of winning via blackjack if you're going to play against the casino, right? Yes. But I'm horrible at blackjack.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it baffles me. I don't know how I could be so bad at blackjack, but I am.
Yeah.
And so initially it would be, you know, blackjack got me into the casino. Poker made me stay at the casino, and that's where I kind of have focused for however many years now I've been playing cards. But I still, if I see a table that looks interesting, you know, I'll stop and drop some money on it and see what happens. But I haven't had a whole lot of success that way. I primarily stick to the poker game.
So, Marsha withstanding, Marsha, close your ears. What's the biggest I sit down, I'm buying in for this at a poker table in your life?
Yeah, the biggest that I've played hasn't been too much. It's probably, in terms of a cash game, probably like a 5-5 game and buying for 500. So it's not, you know, it's not extreme. Certainly nowhere near the World Poker Tour level.
Right. So
that's not my bankroll.
we're at 200. Yeah. We're going to play nickel multi-card. We're gonna. Let's, you know what? Let's do this. We'll just bet half. We're going to bet $2 spins. It's fun. So. Finish your story, and I'll develop the bell as you're talking. Okay,
right, so
everybody knows me.
So fortunately, right, I'm good enough to be dangerous at poker a little bit, both to myself and others.
And there's a very distinct difference,
right? And so, you know, fortunately, I haven't had any huge losses in terms of you know, sitting at a table and rebuy kind of situation.
I will ask you a question with a statement.
Yeah.
Are bad beats just
the worst? Heart-wrenching.
Heartbreaking. Yes,
because
I've had my share.
It's all about the math, right?
Yeah.
You want to get it in good.
Right.
You got to know what your situation is when you're going into every hand and where you stand on every card and whatnot as it comes out. And those ones where you get it in good, and then the last card that comes up, it favors them, and it's
a 2-outer or a 1-outer.
Yeah.
And when I say 1-outer or 2-outer, guys, it means there's only 2 cards in the deck that can beat you. And it shows up.
And
the thing is, guys, there's nothing you can do about it. So,
and you've got to look at poker in the long term too, right? You can't look at it from session to session. You've got to look over the span. So
here we are on the bell. So where we are, we have 20 cards, all separate betting interests. And I like to start. And my key to this thing, now the thing is, there's all reliable.
Yeah.
My bell developed off of this. So I say, okay, I want to do this. So I'm going to take this box of 6 because it's there. So I go boxes, and I take all 5 options of 5 in that box of 6, right? I want to get 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5 pays $80. I usually bet $4, but we want to make our money run because we're still having fun.
Yep.
And there's the box of 6, and there's all reliable. And then I just start building 7s, and a 10, and there's another 7, and then there's another 7, and there's another 7, and there's another 7, all incorporating one form of that, right?
Yeah.
Of the 5. So all of them. So if you're 5 out of 5, you're already 5 out of 7, right?
Got it.
So then there's another one, and there's an 8.
And this is just muscle memory for you at this point.
I literally don't think.
Yeah.
My hand goes all there. So they're all there. So these are 20 different betting options, all separate.
Right.
Even though I'm playing all 20 games at the same time. So the 20 games are being spun out of a bingo ball. There's a bingo ball right here. I'm just having to playing 20 cards of Keno.
Got it.
If I was playing in a room like a live Keno room, I'd be doing this. I'd have 20 cards on my table. Be going, oh my God, do I need a dauber?
Right.
Like in a. So we'll slow it down. We'll go to mid speed. So now we're trying to ring the bell. So now we want a lot of things in the middle. That's where we want to be. We want to be in the middle. And you've seen my videos. I've hit. There's 12 numbers. I've hit 10 out of 12 for 4,900. I've hit 10, 9 out of 12.
Yeah.
The key thing is that box of 6. That's a good start. But even that, my return, I'm in for 2. I got back 2/3 of it, but just getting a small portion of each. That's to me, that's the beauty of multi-card. If you stack it, all my numbers repeat, because it's hard to hit a number. There's 5. Give me 2. We keep hitting that whole reliable. We keep hitting that.
Yeah.
Right there. We've hit that like 6 times in minutes. Oh,
yeah.
Come on.
So how long have you been playing Keno? Like, when did you start Keno? What drew you to Keno?
My first Keno game. Now, my brother says he taught me Keno when we were older, but my first Keno game, I was 19 years old, and I played at Slots of Fun, which is just outside of Circus down in the strip there, where the
Slots of Fun,
where the strip kind of ends.
Yeah.
And now it's really developed. There's Resort World, there's Circa,
sure, right?
But back then it was a dive.
Yeah.
And I had dive type money. Totally. I was 19 and I went into town with $100 thinking I was king.
Right.
King.
Gotcha.
I won't say the bed. I won't say the bet king shit. But thinking, and then you get nervous. Come on, baby. Come on. Give me one more. Oh my God. Okay, so there's a 6 out of 7.
Wait.
So there's 8 there. We got close to really big.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're just gonna enjoy the view. So we're in for a $2 bet. 10, 30, 50. It's probably a $80 hit combined. Look at this. Now it's flying. That was an $80 hit. And if this comes in, it at least doubles it, but then it also doubles that. It doubles
mackerel.
that. So we were 1 number away from probably getting about $900. If we were 2 numbers away, we're probably in the $3,000 range.
Come on.
Isn't that amazing? And this is half my bet.
Right.
So now look at this. In for 220. We're back up $60 again.
This is amazing.
So my first time, like I said, slot. I was 19 years old. I called in sick at my current job that I have now.
Are you serious?
Yeah, 36 years ago. But I'm still there.
Right.
I called in sick, 36, and then we were. Come on, I always pause because the oh my God. Wasn't that? Look at this. 5 out of 7, 5 out of 7, 5 out of 10, 5 out of another $10. It's growing.
Yeah.
So we were walking through, and I'm a slot machine. I literally was playing $1.25 video poker, and I won a couple bucks. And so I turned my 100 into about 130. And we walked by, and there was this nice lady playing the machine, and she had a Handpay. And I turned my back, and she had another Handpay. She was playing Keno, and I turned back, and she had another Handpay. And the guy, oh God, Gladys, I remember him. Gladys, you're killing the machine. Yeah. She never moved. She never changed her number. Yeah. She was betting this game. Blocks of 7 and 8s and this and that, and she kept hitting them, betting like 20. She was betting 20 nickels, but hitting $1,200, $1,300, $1,200 over and over and over. I go, man, what are you playing? I go, what's Keno?
Yeah, okay.
Because I wasn't allowed in the Keno machine. I'm 19. I'm not even allowed in Vegas.
Right.
But I look older. Sure. I had a mustache and a little goatee, and when I was 19, and I took my last $30, and I go, well, I can't bet to win a Handpay because I won't be able to win it because I'm 19. I go, how much numbers can I bet? And I'm always done math. I played a lot of poker too. I've done all my math. I used to do blackjack. I used to play a lot of horses. I used to own Greyhound Racer dogs back in the day when it was the thing to do. I don't do it anymore. And trust me, it's not a bad thing. I did all of that stuff. All you animal lovers, I did it the right way. They were already pre-adopted. So, but I go, okay, let me do the math. So I'm a numbers guy, and I go, how many numbers can I bet and hit all? And so the 6. If I hit all 6 with a $1.25 bet, it would pay like $1,150, which means they don't. And back in those days, it spit out coins. Right. It was coins. Yeah. So I could hit 6 out of 6. So I was playing 1 card Keno and hit 6 out of 6 3 times. But I hit 5 out of 6 for $70, $70, and $70. So I was up $210 in the matter of like 5 minutes. Sitting next to Gladys.
I was going to say, was this Gladys's machine or is this
I was
next
sitting
to Gladys?
literally right next to her, and she goes, hey guys, you guys seem like nice guys. She handed me a roll of quarters, which was $10, and I took that roll of quarters and turned it into $210 in literally 5 minutes. So I'm walking around with my chest all thrown out.
You're King S right there.
So I'm holding to 210 plus the 130 I had, and thanked her, and then by the end of the day, we were walking down the strip with no money in our pockets, and I was still having such a good time, and the gambling fix was in. I forgot to call in sick the next day. I did a no-show. And my parents, and I was still kind of in between my parents and my little studio apartment, and did you call in sick today? What's going on? Your boss has called like 10 times looking for you, and I go, oh, I forgot to call in, didn't I? Oh. So I get in the next day, and he just reads me the right. Nice guy, and he understood. I go, I'm sorry, I went to Vegas, and I go, damn it, back when you could cuss at your employees and not really get in trouble for it.
Right.
Still up $50.
So I think Gladys is the quintessential name I would associate with Keno.
Oh my God. So funny and so true. So guys, we'll end it here because it's been another 26 minutes. We're having a great time with Trevor. We'll pause right here, and if something happens, we'll come back to you guys. We're up $44 in our session for them. We're having a great time. We'll be right back to you guys. Cash out. Guys, so we just turned the camera off and we hit our boxes. We hit our box of 6. 160, 160, 160, 160, 160, 160, 300, and 300 for. Wait for it, $1,700.
Holy
We just turned the camera off.
We literally
just turned the
30
camera
seconds
off.
ago started into another story because that's what we do when we get together, and we weren't even looking at the screen.
We were
All of a
talking.
sudden, yeah.
We were talking. Look at us, he's a winner. He did his first Handpay. What the fuck? Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that like and subscribe.
I don't even know. I mean, this is magical. I don't even know how to describe it other than this is fantastic. This is so much fun.
Love you guys. Love you, man.
Love you, brother.
Cash out.
35. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000. 1, 2, 3,
There it is.
4, 5, 600, 20, 40, 60, 80, 17, 10, 20, 35. 1735, good luck.
35 goes to you guys. You guys chop it any way you want to do it.
All right, well, thank you.
All right,
Thank
thank
you
you very much.
Hey, thank you.
Thanks,
Great.
fellas.
Thank you.
Good luck, guys. Have a good
All right.
Our
All right.
buy-in, we're cashing the buy-in out as well.
Yeah.
All right, let me
Yep.
do this real quick.
Cash out? Yeah. 1,800. But I'll show it to you. Because we like seeing it. Right there.
That's awesome. 1,800.
1800. James Spitzer cash out. Look him up on YouTube.
You'll see it on YouTube. Thanks, man. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Get back, guys. Don't forget to get that merch. We got hoodies. We got t-shirts. We got the water bottles. And we got the big blanket. It's not a little cheap blanket. It's a big, heavy blanket. Don't forget to get your merch. James Spitzer Cash Out Merchandise. Check that link below. Thanks.